Learn Hindi comparison phrases, in comparison to, in contrast to, and.
मुख्य रूप से.
Welcome to the Great Comparison Circus. Hey, you're in the right place if you want Hindi phrases that make you sound smart, clear, and slightly dramatic. Today you'll learn how to compare, contrast, connect topics, and emphasize what matters most. Imagine a ringmaster shouting, "Ladies and gentlemen, in today's language circus, one monkey is louder.
के विपरीत.
The other, one peanut is cheaper.
की तुलना में.
The deluxe peanut and the whole show is."
मुख्य रूप से.
About learning. You'll also hear a formal office monkey discussing reports.
के संबंध में.
The banana budget. Yes, this chapter is educational. No, the monkeys are not unionized. Your main phrases today. Let's put the stars of the show on stage first. Listen once, then say them out loud with me. In comparison to, is.
की तुलना में.
In contrast to, is.
के विपरीत.
In relation to, is.
के संबंध में.
Regarding, is also.
के संबंध में.
With regard to, is again.
के संबंध में.
Primarily, is.
मुख्य रूप से.
Above all, is.
सबसे बढ़कर.
Compare like a pro. First up, comparison. This phrase helps you weigh two things without needing an actual giant golden scale, although that would be stylish. Use.
की तुलना में.
For, in comparison to. For example, in comparison to last year, this summer is cooler. In Hindi, Pikhale Sala.
की तुलना में.
Yaha Garmi Kama Hai. Another one. This book is short in comparison to that one. And a personal favorite, my room is quiet in comparison to the street. Very useful if you live near traffic, a market, or a neighbor who believes midnight is karaoke hour. Contrast like a drama expert. Now let's turn up the contrast. This one is stronger than simple comparison and loves opposites. Use.
के विपरीत.
For, in contrast to. Example, in contrast to his brother, Ravi is quiet. In Hindi, a pain by.
के विपरीत.
Ravi Santa High. Another example, in contrast to yesterday, today is easy. Or, this room is warm, in contrast to the kitchen. Think of.
के विपरीत.
As the phrase for when tea is hot, ice is cold, and your weekend plan is somehow both ambitious and mostly sleeping. Formal mode activated. Now we switch from circus monkey to office professional. Straighten your imaginary tie. You're about to sound very official. For, in relation to, regarding, and, with regard to, Hindi often uses the same phrase.
के संबंध में.
Example, in relation to the budget, we need more details. I have a question regarding the report. With regard to your email, I will reply tomorrow. This phrase is formal and polished. It sounds more official than simple everyday, about. So if you want to sound like someone who owns folders, spreadsheets, and a serious pen.
के संबंध में.
Is your friend. What matters mainly. Not everything is equally important. Sometimes one thing is the star, and the rest are just backup dancers. For, primarily, use.
मुख्य रूप से.
Example, this book is primarily for beginners. We are primarily concerned with safety. The event is primarily about music. When you use.
मुख्य रूप से.
You highlight the main focus. It's like pointing at the biggest pizza slice and saying, yes, the salad exists, but this is.
मुख्य रूप से.
What I came for. Above all, don't panic. And now the phrase for top priority, maximum emphasis, and wise advice from movie heroes, grandparents, and patient teachers. For, above all, use.
सबसे बढ़कर.
Example.
सबसे बढ़कर.
Be honest. She values kindness above all. Single quote.
सबसे बढ़कर.
We need peace. This phrase gives emotional weight. It says, out of all things, this one stands highest. So if life is confusing, your to-do list is rude, and your tea is getting cold, remember.
सबसे बढ़कर.
Keep learning. Mini dialogue at the office. Let's hear the phrases in action. You just walked into a very serious office, but fortunately the language is more difficult than the people. Manager, in relation to the project, means.
परियोजना के संबंध में.
Please remember that. Intern, in comparison to last week, this week feels calmer. So I can say,
पिछले हफ्ते की तुलना में.
this week is calmer? Manager, exactly. And if you want opposition, use
के विपरीत.
intern. So, in contrast to my first day, today I am less terrified? Manager, beautiful, grammatically correct and emotionally honest. Intern, and this meeting is
मुख्य रूप से.
about the budget? Manager, yes, and
सबसे बढ़कर.
do not delete the spreadsheet. Intern. Too late. Quick drill challenge. Your turn now. I'll give you the English meaning, and you try the Hindi phrase before I say it. Ready? Brave choice. In comparison to.
की तुलना में.
In contrast to.
के विपरीत.
In relation to.
के संबंध में.
Regarding.
के संबंध में.
With regard to.
के संबंध में.
Primarily.
मुख्य रूप से.
Above all.
सबसे बढ़कर.
Memory tricks that actually stick. Let's make these phrases easier to remember with a few playful images. Your brain likes weird stuff, so let's give it weird stuff. Picture two giant scales for.
की तुलना में.
If two things are being weighed, you're comparing them. Picture fire on one side and ice on the other for.
के विपरीत.
Opposites help you remember contrast. Picture two office files tied together with red string for.
के संबंध में.
The phrase links one topic to another. Picture a spotlight shining on one object for.
मुख्य रूप से.
That is the main point. Picture a golden trophy floating above everything else for.
सबसे बढ़कर.
That is your top priority. Friendly conclusion. Nice work. You just learned several powerful Hindi phrases that help you compare, contrast, organize ideas, and speak with more precision. Thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing.
की तुलना में. के विपरीत. के संबंध में. मुख्य रूप से.
And.
सबसे बढ़कर.
Out loud. Try making your own sentences, repeat them tomorrow, and above all, enjoy the process. Your Hindi is growing, and in comparison to yesterday, that's already a win.